Starting off with the first level, it was obviously going to be pretty easy. Now, Banana has a couple moves that obviously make him the best character. So he has two moves really, which is Wall Jump and Ground Pound. Ground Pound into a long jump is really fast and good, which makes him great. The only really difficult part about this level was that little jump at the end, but I got it pretty easy. Level 2, obviously I'm going to be abusing the hell out of the long jumps as much as I can. As long as that little jump that I used to jump on that leafy there, it just makes it very easy and manageable. I don't really need to kill enemies, but I do anyway, just because they're inconvenient and get in the way. Level 3, I had to go around, and for this challenge I gave myself stronger and loyal fairies just to make it a bit more easier for myself. I failed the wall jump, but eventually got up, which you'll see doesn't really make a difference. I abuse iframes a lot in this level, as you can see in this bit where I abuse the iframes even more. Basically, by abusing the iframes, I can ground pound off those spikes where I can get even more momentum and get off them. This one, as you can see, I had a couple more attempts, and it was a bit harder. The most difficult part about this level was this final jump here. Getting over that breaking. Probably the most difficult thing about this run, but if you can do that, then you basically get it for free. I also did secret and challenge levels in this, which I haven't done with normal Banana until now. But as you see, I took my time with this one, with 0.75 on the clock, which was a bit less time than I thought I was going to have. One dash challenge was quite difficult. You see, I had 3 attempts for 130. It wasn't as difficult as 1-4, but I did have trouble with it. Mostly because you really don't have enough time to waste around. And you see there, with me getting hit, I like to waste my time. But with 0.67 on the clock, that was a miracle. 2-1 was unfortunately impossible. It's why I never made a part 2 to that Banana Can You Beat Violent Adventure with Only Banana video that I wanted to make for so long. It was because the first level of War 2 wasn't possible, which was really disheartening to that video, and I feel like starting the video off on such a negative would have sucked, and I didn't want to do that. But you just don't have enough time to get over there, and even without those, you can't get past that level. 2-2 is honestly one of my favorite levels in the game, so I was excited to see how having it in this would work, and yep, as expected, it's possible. It's very flat, it's very open, making it so that for speedrunning, you can go very quick on this level, which is very nice. 2-3 is honestly my least favorite level in the game, just because of how unlinear it is and how much you gotta go up and down and with all the water mechanics. But it is surprisingly possible. Although I didn't do the fastest route, if I wanted to do these again, I easily could and try and get a better time, but I don't really want to waste my time trying to get a better thing. All the times in these videos should be gold, I expect. 2-4 was a nightmare. I took 14 minutes and 32 attempts on it, and the reason was because of the big beaks. Now, these birds suck. They are my worst nightmare, because what ends up happening is the timings aren't exact every single time. So you're basically gambling whether or not they're going to be at the best position for you or not. You see, I actually started panicking and doing things here. And it's a miracle that that one pixel is over the edge and allowed me to win. 2-S is a level that I constantly forget about, because it's quite new in this grand scheme of Violent Adventure. But yeah, it's pretty easy. 2-C I also had a pretty tricky time on, taking me 11 attempts with 5 minutes. The biggest problem was the end, where I had to perform some very tricky maneuvers. You can see here, I'm going down, which is I don't think I've ever done in this level. One wasn't that hard. The reason that I have so many failed attempts is because I kept making mistakes and just being an idiot. But overall, it was easier than I expected. Two was something that I thought was possible, but it just wasn't. It just wouldn't happen, unfortunately, no matter the run that I got. I expect a task could be able to do it, but I'm not really a task guy. The most I really know how to do is record inputs slower and replay them, but I don't know how to do that. Same with 3-4. I'm showing my best attempts here where I got the furthest possible. To even get to this section here, where with the big room, took me forever. And that's the result, because I can't get past those spikes, because I don't have a fairy. 3-S was way easier than I expected it to be. Because after so many failures on World 3, I expected that 3-S might not be possible either. But surprisingly it was, and it was very easy. I only did it in 2 attempts and it only took me 30 seconds, which was amazing breath of fresh air. Keep in mind, although those runs are not possible, I still attempted them, and I still tried to do them for like 15 minutes each. 3-C, I ended up trying to figure out where the optimal location to ground pound was. I can make it through this section pretty easy with the boxes, which honestly is one of my favorite sections in the entire game. I love sections like this, really, like you going through and you're hopping on enemies and stuff. I just think it's really cool. But you can't make it past these lasers because banana jumps too high. But other than that, I'll see you in the next video. See ya!